एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरभव निर्भय अकाल मूर्त अजूनी सैभम गुर प्रसाद। एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरभव निर्भय अकाल मूर्त अजूनी सैभम गुर प्रसाद। धन धन गुरु ग्रंथ साहब जी महाराज, धन गुरु गोबिंद सिंह साहिब सच्चे। रूह दर हर जिस्म गुरु गोबिंद सिंह, नूर दर हर चश्म गुरु गोबिंद सिंह। कमाल करामात कायम करीम, रजा बख्श ज़क्र को रहीम। अमा बख्श तो बख्शन देओ दस्तगीर, रजा बख्श रोजी देहो दिल पसीर। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। हवाई बंदगी आवर दर वजूद मरा, वगरना सौके चुनी आमदैन नमूत मरा। What was the use to come this earth, take birth if I can't do bandagi? Vagarna zauke chuni amdan. Your bandagi is the focus of my life. Otherwise, there was no need to come. Waheguru ji ka khalsa, Waheguru ji ki fateh. We explore an intense subject today. The DASAM DUAAR, the most grey area, something which is often spoken about and mostly incorrectly. Mostly misunderstandings are what is prevalent in society. And worst of all, we make this a subject of intrigue, of mystery, and leave it at that. If we underestimate what this is all about, then we are doing what we usually do with life, underestimate its potential. There is a saying in Gurbani, हीरे जैसा जन्म है, कौड़ी बदले जाए. Life is an unparalleled jewel, and we exchange it for pebbles, stones. All this is related to this DASAM DUAAR. If in our lifetime we have experienced, not have intellectual knowledge, that's the worst thing possible. And in this way, it's actually harmful to talk about this subject. Because this deception we live, and then we can deceive ourselves that we know what this is if we know it intellectually. Akhri. But not experienced it, not lived it. Then we are actually damaging our own process of progress, spiritual progress. Opening this door leads to the world beyond. It is the door to Anand, Amrit. This is the door beyond which those qualities of life exist, which can't be taken away from us. The rest, what we are living, is all going to go away with this body. We may have kingdoms in this world, but we will all go away beggars. Nobody is actually a king. It's just roles we are playing. We don't own anything here. We are just visitors. This is not our home. This is a homestay, a temporary abode. But realizing this DASAM DUAAR takes us to a new world, which is our actual home, where time, akal, is the stamp. There is no time. Bhai Gurdas has once very nice saying. He says, Puchak pathak, te marg na tare pag, प्रीतम के देश कैसे बातन के जाइए, पूछक पथक पथक तह मार्ग ना तारे पग. We ask questions about life. तह मार्ग ना तारे पग, but we don't travel the journey. प्रीतम के देश कैसे बातन ते जाइए. How will we go to the city of our beloved, of our Guru, of the God, with only just talk, with only just intellectual knowledge, with just words? बातन ते जाइए, बातन के जाइए. If this talk, if this exchange inspires us to go beyond the physical, the touch, the feel, the hear, the senses, then that is a meaningful exercise. And that changes our perception of world forever. That changes the whole meaning of life. So we will first try and understand this process of who we are and where the DASAM DUAAR is. How does the world come into existence? Kit kit bid jagupje purkha, kit kit dukh binas jai. How does the world come about? How does pain go away? Guru Amar Das Maharaj touches on the DASAM DUAAR in Anand Sahib. That's the direct connection between Anand and DASAM DUAAR. Anand is unconditional happiness. That is the only happiness which really is. We live conditional happiness, and that means that that happiness is actually sorrow. A few sessions before this, we discussed dukh, pain, sorrow, the world. So understanding life from the perception of what am I first, and then how do I go beyond it. Guru Sahib has encouraged us not to leave the physical life. That's because he feels we have to cross the river, we have to go into the river to cross it. So the river is the world, the changing world, which we are all living. To cross it, I need to live it. If I will ignore life, then I will not know what life is. Gautam Buddha got to know what life is. In one instant, his whole life's perceptions changed when he observed pain, sorrow, death, disease. It changed him because his mind space was virgin. It was ready. It was looking for questions. It was looking for answers. If we are ready, then we will also put our energy commitment towards this subject. Our energy commitments are all towards the physical life. We spend so much energy, turmoil, worry in the physical world. What we want or what we may lose, this defines our entire life. But this experience will teach us what is life. It will give us that energy to go beyond life. It is the fear which energizes our journey. Pao khala, agar tapta. The furnace where the gold is melted, Maharaj says, that is fear. Our fear of death, fear of change, fear of what we may lose, what we need to gain, all this is inbuilt into this I am. So how do we know life? Let's look at the structure of the mind. How is the mind made? mind is created from a sense of me, separating from its own source. Live chutki, lagi trishna, maya amar vartaya. Our connection, live chutki, it is disconnected. Then the I comes about. And the I has certain friends. Fear, desire are amongst the more close friends of I. Insecurity and also wandering. These are the evils we live and we don't even know them. They are the ones who tire us out. They are the ones who drain our energy. So we've disconnected from our own source. We don't know where God is, who God is, what is God. We know the physical body, we know I am, we know our family, we know society, we know what we like, dislike, what we are happy with and what we are unhappy with. This is the me. These senses, if we break them down to experience senses, for example, listening. I listen to something. So the listener, what is being listened to, and who is being, and the source of the listening. These are three. Touch. I touch someone, so I am the toucher. The feeling of touch, and who is being touched. They are three. Similarly, if you break down all mind experiences, they will come to three. So the one separates to three for the world to come about. That is why you see tre is a very, very intense word in all cultures. I was surprised that the Punjabi tre is the same as the German tre. And in France, in most cultures you will find the three being the same. You will, when you get into structured religion, you will visit the same Trinity. Brahm, Vishnu, Shiv. God, Holy Ghost, similarly the three in Christianity. So these are the Trinity. And in mythology, these are called the three gun, the three qualities. So they define these guns as Rajo, Tamo, and Satogun. If I break them down simply, I will say active, neutral, and lazy or passive. These are the three energies we all live. These are the three guns, good, bad, ugly. Let's say it that way. So we live entire life in these guns. All of our ego mind, all this mind which is disconnected from its source, lives these three minds, these three experiences for the three guns. This is life. Now if I have dhyan in me, Maharaj, if I have dhyan, then these three guns can get assimilated. They can become one. And where do they assimilate? They then assimilate at the triricuti. The triricuti, little above the third eye. Physical attribute, when we are focused on the triricuti and towards the DASAM DUAAR, then our talu, our tongue will naturally touch its top of the mouth. It will naturally touch the top. If it naturally happens to you, then your dhyan is towards the triricuti. This is the bhakti I have to do. Assimilate all these guns and park them at the triricuti and the stable mind. And then this happens in the process. Let me quote some Baani for us to understand this. Because Maharaj has explained this very well. Maharaj calls this, he says, Kyo Gurban triricuti chutsi. So we can reach the triricuti, but we can't go beyond it. What is it that will take us beyond is an understanding of what is Guru. So Maharaj, in the Siddh Gosht we have seen many times, Maharaj says, Satgur ke janme gaman mitaya. Our wandering ceases when we meet the Guru. Guru word, if you break down simply, is Gu is darkness and Ru is removal of darkness. So the Guru removes our ignorance about life. We have perceptions. On the three guns give us perception. We perceive life, and so everybody perceives it differently according to our conditioning, our experience. But then perception has a limitation. It is the conditioned mind. One Greek philosopher says that man is the measure of all things. I think it was Heraclitus. What he is saying is that we define our own quality of life. Man is the measure of all things. We measure everything from our perception, from what we have gone through. But this triricuti and assimilating everything at the triricuti can bring us to a point where there is no mind, no thoughts. So the dhyan, the journey is Shabad and Surat. So Maharaj, first of all, we live so much in this physical world. We have no idea of this DASAM DUAAR, the hidden door. We have no idea that we even need to bother about it. We have no idea that there are some doors we are talking about. So Maharaj, when in the physical sense, Guru Sahib is telling us in the Anand Sahib, 9 द्वारे प्रगट किए 10वां गुप्त रखाया हर जियो गुफा अंदर रख के वाजा पवन बजाया बजाया वाजा पवन 9 द्वारे प्रगट किए 10वां गुप्त रखाया. The 9 physical doors, these are the 9 orifices of the body. They connect us to the physical life. You can measure them, mouth, nose, the sexual organs, the anus. All these, if you count, you will find 9. That is why in some mythologies you will find this word, Mera Charkha no lakha. That is the body he is talking about. Charkha is the breathing. Charkha. No lakha. 9 doors. 9 is the word he is using. That's why 9 is a magical word. Because the physical life is 9. The dasam is the spiritual, undefined. No guns exist there. All life guns exist in the 9 doors. We only know the physical life. But we are searching for something which is beyond the 9. And we don't even know it. Jis jal nid karan tum aaye, so amrit gurte paaye jiyo. We are searching for something intense. Surnar munjan amrit khoj de, so amrit gurte paya. We are all looking for amrit. And we find it through the Guru. And this amrit exists beyond this door. Bhagat Kabir has defined this DASAM DUAAR. He says it is sankara. It is very narrow. Remember what they say in Christianity. It is easier for a camel to enter the eye of the needle than for a rich man to enter the door of heaven. What he means is, rich man means an egotistical mind. Heaven is what he's saying. But these are all, the Christianity has been defined from Latin. But remember this eye of the needle. This is the DASAM DUAAR. This is how narrow he says it is. That's why the mind must become pure, subtle. It must not have baggages. It can't go beyond then. Sant Niranjan Singh used to tell me, if you are not ready, they will burn you in the 10th door. Burn you. The ego gets burnt. Home Shabad Jalai. So we need to be prepared, and all lifetimes preparation for meeting the Guru. Here Guru Sahib is saying, Teen Nadi, Tre, Trikuti Mahe. The three rivers live in the Trikuti. Ahnis, Kasmal, Tove Nahe. And we don't wash it. We don't prepare the mind. Teen Nadi. Teen Dev Ek Sang Lahe. Maharaj, this is the Teen Nadi, the three guna. Assimilate at the Trikuti. Beyond the Trikuti, I cannot go. I need Guru. No way. I have to drop the ego, and I cannot drop my own ego. It can only happen with the Guru. Satgur ke janm mein gaman mitaya. Pure gur te naam paya jaye. This is the naam. Preparation, the journey for the beyond, where the ego will not go. And only naam will go. Satgur miliye trikuti chute. Satgur miliye trikuti chute. So the third eye, beyond the third eye, it gets dropped. I go beyond it with the Guru. Chauthe pad, Mukt Dwar. Maharaj, Mukt Dwar. Where there is absolute freedom. Mukt Dwar. Let us not underestimate this subject we are talking about. It is completely transformative. It's completely defining. And it is the absolute focus of all Gurmat, all spirituality. This DASAM DUAAR is common in for any human being, whether he is Christian, Muslim, any religion, any caste, culture, sex.
इस डिब्बे में क्या है? इस डिब्बे में क्या है? प्यार भरी मिठाई की मिठास है, सजावट वाली खुशी की चमक है। इस डिब्बे में त्योहार वाली फील है, छोटी बड़ी तैयारी पे ढेर सारी डील है। Amazon, हर त्योहार बेहतर।
एक कहानी आस्था दी। जद दरिया नूं समुंदर दा बुलावा आवे तां पत्थर राह नहीं रोक सकदे। चल दिला उठ चलिए। सानू भी आया है एक सद्दा शेरां वाली दा। ओ जोर से बोलो, प्रेम से बोलो, ਉੱਚੀ ਬੋਲੋ।
ਮਾਤਾ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਬੁਲਾਵੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਭਵਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਦਾ ਗੁਣਗਾਨ ਕਰੀਏ।
ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗ ਵੀ ਬੋਲਣ, ਮਾਤਾਵਾਂ ਬੋਲਣ, ਮੇਰੀਆਂ ਭੈਣਾਂ ਬੋਲਣ, ਉਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਬੋਲਣ, ਉਹ ਜੈ ਮਾਤਾ ਦੀ।
ਮਾਤਾ ਵੈਸ਼ਨੋ ਦੇਵੀ ਕੋਲ ਆ ਕੇ ਤਾਂ ਐਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਜਵਾਕ ਆਪਣੀ ਮਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਹੋਵੇ।
The Shabad for this, he's saying. Guru is the Shabad. Replace thoughts with Shabad, and so much focus on the Shabad that all else becomes meaningless. And this Shabad is not verbalized, it is initially verbalized. It is called Vakri, said out initially. And later it becomes internalized. Kabir Mukt Dwara Sankuda. The freedom door is very narrow. Rai Dasve Pai. And this is the 10th door, which is very narrow. And who has the key to this door, Maharaj? I want to open this door. Guru Prasad is the key. This is not a game these 6 played before us, who gave up their head to the Guru. They knew that the Guru holds the key to this whole game. And it is the Guru who will give meaning to life. That's why Guru asks for our head. That is our ego perception. Give up this ego world and I will take you beyond. That's why he took out his sword at Anantapur. He wanted to bless us with a kal, timeless. He wants to give us that love which is the ground of all life. He wants to give us that joy, that Anand, which is our Raj, Anand Raj. It's ours then. And no one can take it away from us. No one can intervene. Physically they can. But the physical world is only a part world. So Aurangzeb thought that Guru Gobind Singh Sahib, we take away everything from him. But he forgot that Sadhu and Sant lives eternal soul spirit. He will never go away. He'll always be here. That's why Maharaj asked him, Kuja Taimur, Babar Kujast. Where is Taimur, Aurangzeb? Where is Babar? They are gone. But Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Maharaj is not gone. He lives with us. Tuk dam karari, jo karo, hazir huzur khudai. Just stabilize the mind and the vision will open. Guru is never gone. Guru is always here with us, Maharaj. This experience of the DASAM DUAAR, the 10th door, the life which is eternal, the spiritual life which is beyond the physical body, needs a complete dedication. Not incomplete, it's a complete experience. So, the dhyan at the triricuti is so intense that he doesn't even feel the body. Bade, bina de, beyond the body. The Shabad is the experience. Surt and Shabad. So I start how Maharaj? Gaviye, suniye, man rakhiye pao. I sing it verbally and I listen to it. This is the dhyan. This is where the dhyan is being formed in the Shabad. Gaviye, suniye. And the love will come from within us. Man rakhiye pa. Dukh parhar, sukh kar le jaye. Leave the sorrow behind and find the happiness within us. Suniye maniye, man kita pao. So listening is the transformative energy, Maharaj. Listening transforms the subconscious mind forever. That is the Shabad's role. So, Sramkhand, where the Shabad is transforming the mind, Kadiye, Surt Mat Man Buddh. Kadiye, why is this Karna happening? Because this is a Sankida door. It's a narrow door. The gross elements, the physical attachments will not go with us. This needs egoless mind, thoughtless mind. Trikuti chute, dasama dar khule. See very clearly. Trikuti chute, dasama dar khule. When this trikuti is, we depart from the trikuti. That means all the energy of Surt and Shabad assimilated at one point where there is no gun. That's the Shabad Guru Sahib is using in Reman Sokar Sanyasa. Seal Santok Hobe Nirbahebo. Hevo Tregun Atit. Hevo Tregun Atit. Go beyond the three qualities of the world. Good, bad, ugly. Energy, energetic, lazy, passive, neutral. All qualities are gone. Hevo Tregun Atit. There is no quality there. No defining. And no defining sound either. These senses can't perceive that stage of our spirituality. That senses are gone with the three gun. The senses is where the three gun live. Beyond that, they don't live. The three gun are gone, then what happens? Then he says, Unman exists. Eman lejo unman rahe. The teen log ki baatein kahe. So Maharaj, go to the Trikuti with the dhyan of Shabad. And then what does the Guru do? The man khiva pai. Then the man has found its source. So what are we talking about? We are talking about disconnecting from all our senses. Moond liye darwaze. Baaji ale anhad baaji. No rich poor, no high low, no good bad, no joy sorrow, no loss gain. All qualities are gone with the man. Dasam Duaara Agam Apara, Param Purukh ki Kati. This is the valley where the Param Purukh exists. The superhuman being who will never die. This is what he is talking about again and again and again in the Baani. That he is born a human, but he dies a devta. Jin manas te devte kiye, kartna lagi var. Bhagat Namdev says that Nimak, in the flash of an eyelid, he gets connected to his internal source. That's how much time it takes for the Guru to connect us beyond the Trikuti to the Dasam Duaar. Moko tar le, Rama tar le, मैं अजान जंतर बे न जान, बाप बीठला बांधे, नर ते सुर होए जात निमुख में, सतगुर बुद्ध सिखलाई, नर ते उपज स्वर्ग को जीतियो, सो औखद में पाई. It's the same process for all of us. It's the defining moments of life where we cross this river and then we don't need the ego. The burden of ego is not then needed, but we can live it if we want to. Anahad Shabad, Dasam Duaar Vajya. And this is also completely misunderstood, misrepresented. Anahad Shabad. Now please bear with me. Trikuti is where the senses are gone, the three guns are gone. Anhad Shabad is beyond that. Anhad Shabad DASAM DUAAR vaje. That means that this Shabad is not qualitative. It is not what people are saying. One Santji Maharaj says tinnitus is this tinnitus sound is Anhad Shabad. Very misleading, Maharaj. I don't say I know, but I'm saying what Guru is saying. If this sound exists beyond the three gun, then it cannot be defined in the senses. It cannot be. It is beyond the senses. So Anhad Shabad, Anahad Bani is undefined, Maharaj. Nobody can, we can have similes. We can say this is a joyous sound. We can say like the sitar. We can say like the joy which the sitar gives me. Those are all making people understand. But these are undefined sounds, Maharaj. Because they are in the DASAM DUAAR. And the triricuti is where the gunas are gone. There is no gun. Trigun te atit. Teh amrit naam chuaya. Teh amrit naam chuaya ba. Chuaya tha. Yes, and there the amrit exists, the DASAM DUAAR. Amrit is timeless happiness. Amrit, where there is no death. Where the source of happiness is not known. See, Maharaj, if there is a source we know, then that source can be shut down. This is the condition of that state of being. Begumpura, Seher ko naam. So, but we need to have this clear understanding that just knowing this process or knowing this intellectually or trying to understand this, if we leave it at that, then it has no meaning, it has no transformation. And if we need to walk this journey, then the intensity of dhyan has to be found. Munda santok saram pat choli dhyan ki karo vibhut. And let me explain samadhi, because that has something to do with this DASAM DUAAR. Samadhi is the experience of three energies: Surt, Shabad and Swas. Breath, Swas and Surt, thought. They culminate, again the three culminate as one. Add the triricuti. And then they can absorb all our life energy as one point. And if there is samadhi is complete, then there is no sense of body. Beyond this DASAM DUAAR exists that spiritual world, which we are not aware of, which we don't know. We can know it through the Guru, through Shabad, through this experience of meditative Shabad and Surt. So, an energy committed to Shabad will open Naam in our life, and that's the journey to the triricuti, the journey to the DASAM DUAAR. And there is no imagination there. This is all beyond the imaginary mind. It is beyond the known mind. Aman Shakti, Aman Sev, Aman Panchatat ka Jiv. This is the physical body carries the ego mind. Aman le Jiv. But forgive going beyond this ego mind, ta un man rahe. Teen log ki baatein kahe. कड़िए शब्द सच्ची टकसाल, जिनको नदर करम तिनकार। माया ओ परम सम Dasam Duaar Par. Maya O Brahm Sam. This Maya, the deception of Maya, it goes away at the Dasam Duaar. There is no such thing as Maya. Dasam Duaar Par. Anahad Runchun Bajat Nisane hai. Anahad Runchun. Anahad is the Anand. Vibration of Anand, it seems to me. And this is the Sukh Sagar, the Amrit, the life beyond death. This is all Dasam Duaar. Dasam Duaar kunchi jab dije, tab dayal ko darshan kije. When Guru gives the key, and when will Guru give the key? That is not in our control. That is Guru Prasad. But what is in our control is preparation, the triricuti. That is what he talks about. Tina daryavan se dosti man mukh sacha na ho. पिछली रात रहन के सुरते उपजे चाहो. Chao hai Maharaj, to meet my Guru. I have a yearning to meet my Guru. I have a yearning to find the solution of life. I have a yearning to understand the spirit, the Atam Ras, the Anand. Wake up in the early hours. Break your sleep cycle to wake up at 3 o'clock. पिछली रात रहन के सुरते उपजे चाओ. तिना दरियावा से दोस्ती मन मुख साचा ना. पहले पैर फुलड़ा. पहले पैर फुलड़ा. Let the first part of night become your time for creating the bud. Fulda. You take rest, sleep, wash away your days, because there is a certain amount of neutrality REM sleep brings to the day's incompleteness. Random eye movement sleep. Pehle peher fulda, phal bhi pacha raat. In the second half of the night, the fruit will come. जो जगंदे लहन से हो, साईं का नुदात. And the Guru is there in the second night, second part of the night. Guru Gobind Singh Sahib is waiting there, because that is the time, 3 hours before dawn. There will be light coming around 5 o'clock, and there will be no source. Light without source. Like I have happiness without source. So these are the 2 times of flux. Morning when the sun is rising, and evening when it is setting. When it is actually gone away and it is yet to come, but there is light in the sky. बपिया अमृत वेले बोलिया तां दर सुनी पुकार, मेघे नु फरमान हो बरसो कृपा तार. This is the time. I don't underestimate this time at all. The person I lived with, Sant Niranjan Singh, he did this for 70 years. 2:30 bathing, 3 o'clock meditation with Shabad. And to him, Guru Gobind Singh Sahib was live energy. Like 440 volts, 11,000 volts. Live energy. Not perceptions, reality. There he says, Par bhitar ek ko jaane. There is only one energy, in and within and without. But for us it is 2. Going in right now is different from going out. But when the Guru is met, then Bahar Pitar Eko Jane E Gur Gyan Batai. Then the Guru teaches us this route where there is only one energy in this entire creation. Jan Nanak bin Apa Chine Mete na Brahm ki Kai. Without meeting our source mind, our mind, which the structure of our mind, we don't go beyond deception and our imaginary world. Maharaj, this is the Brahm Gyan. This is the Sant. This is the reason life has its journeys. This is the one thing which Guru Nanak says you should never miss. Nanak lekhe ek gal aur hame chakna chak. This is the life be understanding the hukum. Kiv sachiara hoiye ki kude tutte pa. Hukum razai chalna Nanak likhya naal. फिर क्या आगे रखिए जिद्द से दरबार. What should I give, offer? Offer the ego mind in the early hours of the morning. Bring love to the Guru, and the Guru will become ours. Love is the transcending energy, Maharaj. It gives us the energy to transcend life. It gives us the stimulant, which is the ultimate stimulant of understanding life. So how do we journey to
तोड़ फोड़ खबर, यही वो जगह है जहां पर परिवार के परिवार हुए गायब. पर क्यों? इतना सामान सब जगह देख लिया, इतने ऑप्शंस कहीं नहीं मिले. ऐसी डील्स तो
अरे ऐसी डील्स आजकल कहाँ ही मिलेंगी. मेरी मानो तुम भी यहीं रुक जाओ.
कैमरामैन राहुल, तुम निकलो.
Why?
Because it's Mr. DIY. मिलेगा क्या? मत पूछ. Mr. DIY है सब कुछ.
असली नोट
ब्रो, ये फटा है. सुन, कते फटे पुराने नोट को
बैंक ब्रांच में एक्सचेंज कर सकते हैं.
वाओ, नया नोट मिलेगा. हाँ, जिससे तू हमें पिज्जा पार्टी देगा.
आरबीआई कहता है स्मार्ट बनो.
Shabad is the Guru, Maharaj. Maharaj says this door is hidden. It's not a physical door. It's not a door which is open to us to understand. We can go to the triricuti with Shabad. नौ द्वारे प्रगट किए 10वां गुप्त रखाया. And use the Shabad. How do we use the Shabad? We replace our thought with Shabad in the ego mind. Constant companion becomes Shabad. Gur Prasadi Trikuti Chute. Chauthe Pad Live Lai. The Trikuti is, we go beyond the triricuti with Guru Prasad. Trikuti chute 10वां dar khule, ta man khiva pai. Then again I come back to what Bhai Gurdas said. Puchak patak teh marg na tare pak. We ask so many questions about spirituality, but we don't walk it. प्रीतम के देश कैसे बातन के जाइए. How will we go to the city and the space of our Guru with just talk? We need to start doing, start making Shabad our companion. Put energy in the pichli raat, whatever best you can do. We are all working people. But whatever best we can do. And then the inner calling. अंधकूप में पतित विकराल नानक काढ़ लियो प्रभ दे. करतार करुणा में दीन बेनती करे. Trikuti is our place where we have to commit our energy and work. That is our doing. We need to reach the Trikuti, assimilate our energies with Shabad. And Guru will open the DASAM DUAAR. Gur Prasad will happen only after that. So the understanding of Amrit, Naam, it all reveals itself at the DASAM DUAAR in the form of Anand. And there only the Guru exists, nothing else. Anand pe hai meri maaye, Sat Guru mein paya. So the DASAM DUAAR is not merely our brain or intellect. No, it's a subtle door, which Guru Bhagat Kabir calls Sankuda. And the Shabad prepares us for this journey. Sramkhand. And this takes us to the grace, the Gur Prasad world, Karamkhand. So Shabad is our companion. We go within with Shabad. That is our Guru. And Guru connects us to where we are disconnected from. There are so many words we can use for the DASAM DUAAR. But this is experiential. The lesser said, the better it is. This is a journey for those who want to know, not want to debate. Those who want to understand life in its completeness. Those who want to find rest in their inner mind. Thirgar. Where they want to solve all life's riddles. Well, all of life is understood. I don't mean by the factual life that I will have the knowledge of chemistry and physics. I don't mean that. I mean the knowledge of the inner mind, the structure of the mind, life and death. This is the Parampad. Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Maharaj inspires us to walk this journey. Shabad Guru Surt Tun Chela. Guru Nanak Sahib also inspires us to walk this journey. When he says that, Nanak lekhe ek gal hor home chakhna chak. पहला मरण कबूल जीवन की छड़ास वो सबना की रहन का तबाव हमारे पास. It needs complete commitment, a complete opening of life in its reality, where there is a timeless existence. With these words, I would culminate today's session. I invite any questions you will have about this subject. And then we can end the session in Anand Sahib after that. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can raise your hand in Zoom, or you can write out the question in YouTube. Maharaj. So I assume there are no questions. Then somebody can volunteer to do Anand Sahib. There's one. For how long DASAM DUAAR experience stays? DASAM DUAAR is a timeless journey. It is beyond time. सुनिए मनिए मन कीता पाओ अंतर्गत तीर्थ मलनाओ. A tirth within our mind, whenever we want it, whenever we are able to go to it. Once it opens, it doesn't shut again. You can temporarily go away from it if you are going into the physical world. But that world, once it is opened, the Guru has met, then it doesn't shut down. That experience remains with us. That is how it is timeless and it is forever. Whenever we can calm the mind and go into the triricuti, we are able to go to the DASAM DUAAR. So the Gurmukh lives both the lives. He lives the ego mind and he can go and park himself in the DASAM DUAAR when he wants. Says in the Japji, Maharaj says that Panch Parvan, Panch Pradhan, Panche Pave Dargaiman. This is the Dargaiman. The door is opened. Is this the final stage? There is no final stage in that way. But this is a changing. Then the rules of perception change completely. The death is gone for a person who exists in the DASAM DUAAR. So his ego is devolved and he is merged with the Creator. We have imaginary. That's why Guru Sahib has created the whole Anand and the Baani, to make us first understand what Anand is. It just becomes a word for us otherwise. Man bajiyan vadaiyan. Ji. When all of creation is in celebration. All of creation. Anand Raj. Ji Maharaj. This is why we need to use our breath, Shabad and Surt, all three in meditation and Dhyan. That's why Kirtan is energizing, uses all three. Then we use it in Samadhi, in experience of Shabad. Also we use Surt, Shabad, Swas and Surt. We have to keep using these three to go beyond the senses mind. Unman. Any other questions?
Maybe there is no hand raised.
Ji, we can see, then we can do Anansa and culminate the session.
So should we request the Sangh?
Anji,
Anyone among Sangha whosoever is interested to recite Anansa, please raise your hand or we can unmute you.
ji, Anji, Anji, Gaga.
Shall I start?
Anji, Anji, please.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਮ ਕਲੀ ਮਹਲਾ ਤੀਜਾ ਆਨੰਦ ਏਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਆਨੰਦ ਪਿਆ ਮੇਰੀ ਮਾਏ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਮੈਂ ਪਾਇਆ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਦਾ ਪਾਇਆ ਸਹਿਜ ਸੇਤੀ ਮਨ ਵਜਿਆ
ਵਧਾਈਆਂ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਪਰਵਾਰ ਕਰਿਆ ਕਾਮਨਾਇਆ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਗਾਵੋ ਹਰੀ ਕੇਰਾ ਮਨ ਜਿਨੀ ਵਸਾਇਆ ਕਹੇ ਨਾਨੰਦ
ਮਨ ਜਿਨੀ
ਵਸਾਇਆ
ਕਹੇ ਨਾਨਕ
ਆਨੰਦ ਹੋਆ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਮੈਂ ਪਾਇਆ ਏ ਗੁਰੂ ਮੇਰਿਆ ਤੂੰ ਸਦਾ ਰਹੋ ਹਰ ਨਾਲੇ ਹਰ ਨਾਲ ਰਹੋ ਤੂੰ ਮਨ ਮੇਰੇ ਦੁੱਖ ਸਭ ਵਿਸਾਰਨਾ ਅੰਗੀਕਾਰ ਹੋ ਕਰੇ ਤੇਰਾ ਕਾਰਜ ਸਭ ਸਵਾਰਨਾ ਸਭਨਾ ਗਲਾ ਸਮਰੱਥ ਸੁਆਮੀ ਮਨੋ ਵਿਸਾਰੇ ਕਹੇ ਨਾਨਕ ਮੇਰੇ ਸਦਾ ਰਹੋ ਹਰ ਨਾਲੇ ਸੱਚੇ ਸਾਹਿਬਾ ਕਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਤੇ ਰੇ ਕਰਤਾ ਤੇਰੇ ਸਭ ਕੁਛ ਹੈ ਜਿਸ ਦੇਵੇ ਸੋ ਪਾਵੇ ਸਦਾ ਸਿਫਤ ਸਲਾਹ ਤੇਰੀ ਨਾਮ
ਮਨ
ਵਸਾਵੇ ਨਾਮ ਜਿਨ ਕੇ ਮਨ ਵਸਿਆ ਵਾਜੇ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਕਨੇਰੇ ਕਹੇ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮੇ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਤੇ ਰੇ ਸੱਚਾ ਨਾਮ ਮੇਰਾ ਆਧਾਰੋ ਸੱਚ ਨਾਮ ਆਧਾਰ ਮੇਰਾ ਜਿਨ ਭੁੱਖਾਂ ਸਭ ਗਵਾਈਆਂ ਕਰ ਸ਼ਾਂਤ ਸੁਖ ਮਨ ਆਇਆ ਵਸਿਆ ਜਿਨ ਇੱਛਾ ਸਭ ਪੁਜਾਈਆਂ ਸਦਾ ਕੁਰਬਾਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਗੁਰ ਵਿਟੋ ਜਿਸ ਦੀਆਂ ਵਡਿਆਈਆਂ ਕਹੇ ਨਾਨਕ ਸੁਣੋ ਸੰਤੋ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਤਰੋ ਪਿਆਰੋ ਸੱਚਾ ਨਾਮ ਮੇਰਾ ਆਧਾਰੋ ਵਾਜੇ ਪੰਜ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਘਰ ਸਭਾਗੇ ਘਰ ਸਭਾਗੇ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਵਾਜੇ ਜਿਤ ਕਰ ਧਾਰਿਆ ਪੰਚ ਦੂਤ ਤੁਧ ਵਸ ਕੀਤੇ ਕਾਲ ਕੰਟਕ ਮਾਰਿਆ ਤੁਰ ਕਰਮ ਪਾਇਆ ਤੁਝ ਜਿਨ ਕੋ ਸੇ ਨਾਮ ਹਰ ਕੇ ਲਾਗੇ ਕਹੇ ਨਾਨਕ ਤੈ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਆ ਤਿਤ ਕਰ ਆਨੰਦ ਵਾਜੇ ਆਨੰਦ ਸੁਣੋ ਵਡ ਭਾਗਿਓ ਸਗਲ ਮਨੋਰਥ ਪੂਰੇ ਪਾਰ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਪਾਇਆ ਉਤਰੇ ਸਗਲ ਵਿਸੂਰੇ ਦੁਖ ਰੋਗ ਸੰਤਾਪ ਉਤਰੇ ਨੀ ਸੱਚੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਸੰਤ ਸਾਜਨ ਭੈ ਸਰਸੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਗੁਰ ਤੇ ਜਾਣੀ ਉਤੇ ਪੁਨੀਤ ਕਹਤੇ ਪਵਿੱਤ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਰਹਿ ਭਰਪੂਰੇ ਬਿਨਵੰਤ ਨਾਨਕ ਗੁਰ ਚਰਨ ਲਾਗੇ ਵਾਜੇ ਅਨਹਦ ਤੁਰੇ
ਸ਼ਲੋਕ
ਗੁਰੂ ਪਾਣੀ ਪਿਤਾ ਧਰਤ ਮਹਤ ਦਿਵਸ ਰਾਤ ਦੋਇ ਦਾਈ ਦਾਇਆ ਖੇਲੇ ਸਗਲ ਜਗਤ ਚੰਗਿਆਈਆਂ ਬੁਰਾਈਆਂ ਵਾਚੇ ਧਰਮ ਹਦੂਰ ਕਰਮੀ ਆਪੋ ਆਪਣੀ ਕੇ ਨੇੜੇ ਕੇ ਦੂਰ ਜਿਨੀ ਨਾਮ ਤੇ ਆਇਆ ਗਏ ਮੁਸ਼ਕਤ ਕਾਲ ਨਾਨਕ ਤੇ ਮੁਕੂ ਜਲੇ ਕੀਤੀ ਛੁੱਟੀ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਨੀ ਨਾਮ ਤੇ ਆਇਆ ਗਏ ਮੁਸ਼ਕਤ ਕਾਲ ਨਾਨਕ ਤੇ ਮੁਕੂ ਜਲੇ ਕੀਤੀ ਛੁੱਟੀ ਨਾਲ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ